who just told me they have challenges at home to the point that they feel like they actually have no hope. You don't know what's going on in their home, and you don't know what's going on in their mind, and you don't know what's going on in their heart. You can see pretty much what's going on with me. And just like you can hide what's happening to you at home, other people can hide what's going on with them in their mind and their heart. And you don't know how many people are on the edge of feeling like there is absolutely no hope. What if one person in this school told me, you know what, Nick, I have no hope because of bullying at my school? What if one person said that? Is that one too many? There are 45 of them here in this school. There are between 40 and 45 students here in this school who actually told me that actually they have no hope in their life, in their mind, in their heart because of bullying at school. What is bullying? It's someone who feels they have the entitlement and right to put someone down somehow. Why? Because you're more important? Because your reputation is, well, yeah, I've always been tough, and that's just how it is. That's just, if they can't handle it, well, then that's their problem. No, that was how it was for me. And my bullies had no idea what was happening in my mind and my heart already. You know what Mama always says, right? If you don't have anything nice to say, then what? It's so hard, isn't it? It's so hard. Look at them. Look at the hair. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, did you hear what so-and-so just did? Oh yeah, I heard a rumor that so-and-so did this to this, and this is what happened. Really? Is there anything good about bullying or gossip? Anything good at all? Let me tell you right now. I don't know what you want to do in your life, but talk about wanting to change the world. If only even one person in my school tells me, as the speaker to your school, you find out that person is actually on that edge of feeling like there is no hope. I don't know about you. I don't actually care about your dreams and your goals and your success. I don't know what you want to do in your life. But if I was you and a speaker came to my school to tell me there is someone on the edge of no hope because of bullying, I would, if I were you, decide right now that I will never, ever in any way, shape, or form be part of anyone's reason why they hate their life to the point that they feel like there is no hope. There is right now a number of 40. What are you going to do as a school? You think you're too tough? You think you're more important than my brother and my sister? I got news for you. You ain't more important than my brother or sister. No one in this room deserves to be gossiped or bullied or marginalized in any way, shape, or form. And it's interesting how there's about 9 of you who still continue to think that this is a time for you to talk. And 3 of you are still talking. We're talking about lives. We're talking about people who actually feel like there is no hope. And I'd like you to, if you got your phone out in front of you, I'd like you to put that down right now. Put your phones down. You ready? Watch this. Ready? You have the chance to make a difference. Everyone say, a difference. I don't know about you, I want to make a difference. And I don't know about you, but I would never ever be part of that effort at all. It's just not worth it. Well, Nick, you don't understand my home. And so, I've just got this, idea that I can just do what I do because of what's happening at home. No. If your father is an alcoholic, now you know what not to do with your kids. Don't let that fear of feeling like your past will determine your future. Do you understand? Dream big. Dream crazy big. I have a friend who's in Brazil. He lived in a house as a child, smaller than all the stages here. From this speaker to that speaker, from that screen to this screen to the back screen. That's the house that he lived in. At 4 years old, he was a shoe shiner. At 8 years old, he got hit by a car, nearly died. A doctor saved his life who just happened to be there. And he woke up at 8 years old. And you know what he said to himself? That doctor just saved my life. I'm going to be a doctor and I'm going to save one other person's life. You know what he did? He actually didn't have a uniform. And when you have no uniform in Brazil, you can't go to school. He starved himself to actually get money to get a uniform. Got himself to school on his own. Got a full ride scholarship through med school. Full ride scholarship through med school. Watch this, watch this. He actually started his first hospital at 33 years old, 7 employees. He is now 61 years old with 22,000 employees. With 22,000 employees. I want you to understand, sometimes you feel like your challenges in life are big, but you can achieve it. If a man without arms and legs is dreaming big, then so can you. When you don't get a miracle, you can still be a miracle for someone else. I was speaking in front of a crowd at 24 years old, and I saw a man hold up this little kid. And this little kid was 19 months old, and he had no arms, and he had no legs, and he had a little foot just like me. And I'm like, wow, I want to wrestle you later on. I got the father to bring him up on stage, and he was so cute. He sat right up here, and he's looking up at me, and I'm looking down at him. And I can't give him a high five, so I gave him a low 2. When I put my foot on his foot, he smiled. When he smiled, everyone cried. Why? Because it was a miracle. My mum hugged his mum and cried. My dad hugged his dad and cried. Daniel wasn't crying. Little Daniel was already in my wheelchair trying to figure out how he was going to drive my wheelchair at 19 months old. At 2.5 years old, he actually saw a video of me swimming. And so he said, swim like Nick. Now Daniel swims. I told his mum that if he gets bullied at school, I'm coming to his school in my wheelchair and I'm going to run him all over. You know, when I was 10 years old, I just wished that I had somebody else in my life who could understand me. But no one could. But now I can be that miracle for little Daniel. And I went to his school, and now he's not only accepted, he's now respected. And I want you to understand, you ain't gonna find respect from anybody else until you give yourself some dignity and respect. So turn to the person next to you and ask him, what do you want? Go, ask him, what do you want? All right, here we go, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, if I just had the money, then I'm going to be happy. If I can just get the car, then I'll be happy. Money, drugs, sex, alcohol, pornography, fame, and fortune. Ready, 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 ready? Everyone sit up, ready, ready? Here we go. Repeat after me. If you put your happiness in temporary things, your happiness will be temporary. I want you to understand something. I don't need money. I've never done drugs, don't need them. I don't like what everyone else does. Just because everyone else is doing it, it doesn't mean it's okay. I'll tell you, some people are like, well, I don't want to be known as the virgin before I get married. You know, I want to give my virginity to somebody because, you know, I know that I'm going to fall in love with somebody. Guys, sex ain't love. You can sleep with them, but you don't know if they love you. Ready, 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 ready? But watch this. I actually saved my virginity for my wife. Why? So I can talk to my sons when they're of age to talk about true love and say, I waited for your mother. I want you to understand something. Some of us have already made a choice in things. But you are now a school. Everyone say a school. Ready? Everyone look at me. This is it. You are now a school who now knows more than you knew before. You did not know when you came through these doors and you sat on your seat that 60% of this school feels like there is no hope because of challenges at home. And you did not know that 40 in your school feel like there is no hope because of bullying. Will you make, out of all the choices that you have in your life, you told me you want to make a difference. I actually won't believe you until you really want to be that person now. Why would I think that you're generous with your money to end world hunger if you're not generous with your grace, with your words, with your forgiveness? Why would I think that you actually value a stranger when you don't even value the people at your school? Why would you save or help someone else? Well, that's the same reason here. Will your school make a decision, and every single school watching on simulcast, 250,000 students today, all across Florida, 1 million from now to Florida, till Friday in Florida, will the youth of Florida say, you know what? We may not be able to help the people with the challenges at home, but if I can help the people who have challenges because of bullying, I'm going to stand strong for my school. I'm going to stand strong for my community, for my city, for my state, and for the United States of America. Will you? So right now, in a moment, I'm going to get you to actually stand to your feet. And maybe you're at a school, obviously watching, and you're like, well, Nick doesn't see us. It doesn't matter. It's not about who sees you. It's not about, well, is she going to stand up to stand strong for the school? Is he going to stand up? It's not about them. It's about you. Everyone say me. It's about you. In a moment, if you actually want to be counted as part of the people to actually stand strong, and you actually, when you're so tempted to gossip, that you're going to shut your mouth because you don't have anything nice to say. You see someone gossiping, you're not going to laugh along. I'm not asking you to be friends with everyone. That's impossible. But don't be someone who bullies them. Is that too much to ask? On behalf of the 40 people at this school, will you stand strong? On behalf of this whole school, for the school, by your school, will you stand strong? If that's you, without talking, if I see you talking, I'm going to sit you back down. This is a real moment right now. So right now, if you know that you can look me in the eyeballs, square in the eyeballs and say, you know, Nick, I didn't know that. I didn't know that my words and my actions could actually affect someone that much. I ain't going to be part of that anymore. I'm going to do my best to stand strong. If that's you, stand to your feet right now. Don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. Sit down, you were talking. Sit down, you were talking. I don't believe you. Not everyone. Wait. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down. You got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Can you try to do it without talking? Ready? I'm going to wait for you. Now don't stand up unless you're for real. Everyone say for real. For real. Without talking, stand strong right now. Stand up. Repeat after me. I today make a conscious decision to not bully, to not tease, to not divide at my school. I will do my best to not gossip. I know that I'm not perfect, but I will do my best. I will do my best to love myself, to respect myself, and love myself in a humble way. I know today there is a purpose, a full potential of happiness and fulfillment. I will do my best to never give up, to the best of my ability. So help me God. With the permission of the person standing next to you, give them a high five or give them a hug. Go. You may be seated. Five, four, three, two, one. Guys, did you enjoy today's presentation? Hey guys, if you are also interested in following the Facebook of Stand Strong USA, I know there's at least 3 of you who are on Facebook, right? Actually, all the results of all the simulcasted surveying results will actually be already on the Facebook. So check that out so you can really unify and understand that this did not just happen in this school. This happened across this week to 1 million students. They heard this message. So we love you, Florida. Stand Strong loves you. I want to thank the school superintendent and the principal and all the education system of Florida for making this possible. Can we thank them very much? And real quick, we actually have Jay on the floor, and we have time for 3 questions. And he's got a microphone, and if you feel that you want to ask me a question at all, then go ahead and put your hand up, and Jay will run that microphone towards you. Here we go, nice and quiet. Please stand up. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Cameron.
Hi, Cameron. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, shh. Here we go. You ready? Yep.
So, let's say I wanted to join the organization or contribute in some way online, besides Facebook. Is there a way I can do that?
There's actually such a really cool way. It's called the Chew Challenge. And so what it is, you know how you had sort of like the ice bucket challenge, right? And if you didn't do it, then you could donate. I think it's like $1 if you don't do this challenge. The challenge is eating something sour like crazy and recording it. And all information is on Stand Strong USA website for that challenge. And I think it's going to go viral. And I think I'll do the challenge and give $1 as well, of course. But I do want to do something crazy. So that's what we're doing. I might get my son to do it. How mean would that be? Give him a lime or a lemon. Anyway, that'll be funny because it'll be cute, right? No, that's mean, right? No, it's okay. I'll let him wait till he has a choice, all right? So that's a great question. And we've been talking to corporate sponsors actually for next year. Who believes that this sort of event needs to go nationwide? Yeah? Awesome. Good. Here we go. Yes, Jay, who do we have?
Say hello to Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. What's your question?
How did you find your hope?
How did I find my hope? That is such a good question. So when I was 10 years old, you see me on the edge, right? I felt like all hope was gone. What I did was I realized that, you know what, I have a choice. Everyone say, I have a choice. To either be angry for what I don't have or be thankful for what I do have. Does that make sense? Okay. At 13 years old, I actually hurt my foot playing soccer, and I was in bed for 3 weeks, and I felt disabled, really disabled. And I realized, you know what, I got to stop complaining. At 15 years old, I actually believe that the greatest hope that I found is actually in my faith in God. And to believe in heaven, to believe now that my dad, who has now stage 4 pancreatic cancer, that actually if he dies before I get home this week, I know that I'm going to see him again. And so for me, that's hope, where even death itself doesn't restrict my hope. And so faith is a big part for me. Prayer is a big part for me. And circling myself with friends who have faith and really have values and principles that help me. Because really, some people say, well, I'll tell you who you are, just show me your friends, right? Sometimes we surround ourselves with negativity, and things that are not really of value and purpose. So make those good decisions and have faith. And if you want more information on that faith basis, if you're not, that's cool. But go to lifewithoutlimbs.org for any more information on that faith. And we're excited for being here and planting those seeds of hope here. So we hope that you receive that. Yes?
This is Gabriel.
Thank you for your question. So take one day at a time. Take one day at a time. Never give up. Be thankful for what you have. Find faith and keep on going. Sorry, that's the end of the question there. So, yes, sorry. Hi.
Hi. This is my Bible.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
I decided to follow Christ just over 2 years ago. I got baptized on October 13th.
Great. Can I ask you what's your question, sir?
When did you decide to follow Christ, and what was your what really just turned the key in your mind for it? You know.
That's a great question. So for me, John chapter 9 was a chapter in the Bible that changed me because I saw how much there was in plan for a blind man, and I thought, man, if God can use a blind man, then he can use me, and maybe he can use anyone. And instead of me asking God, well, what are you going to do with me? In turn, I realized, you know what? I just got to trust that he does have something for me. And I just took one day at a time, and things unfolded one day at a time. So John chapter 9 was where I really started saying, I trust you. Thank you for your question. I appreciate that. Guys, from the bottom of my heart, I love you. I love every single one of you. Follow me on Facebook as well, Nick Vujicic. You'll see we have 7.5 million followers as well. And you'll hear from me every day on that. You'll hear from me from Stand Strong Facebook. I just want to say on behalf of Stand Strong USA, thank you for having us at your school. Have a great day. God bless. Thank you, Florida, for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. Love you guys.
Mic check.
Welcome to Artistic Connections. I'm Clarence Reynolds, and thanks for joining us. Artistic Connections showcases local arts organizations